Hey y'all, I'm on a break from work right now. We're sitting around doing nothing, so I figured I'd go ahead and hop up on the internet and express some of my thoughts real quick pertaining to a couple of the latest videos done by Celeste Who knows? Alright, one of my favorites out there. I wanted to express a couple of thoughts real quick about her when she was talking to this girl named Cherokee. All right, Cherokee said something. She had a conversation with Anthony Lee Rogers, and it was very awkward. It was extremely awkward. There was one thing that jumped out to me, what Anthony Lee Rogers said during the conversation, and it was something along the lines of, and I'm paraphrasing, that there ain't no way that he could have abused Caitlyn. There ain't no way he could have abused Caitlyn. Why? Because his dick don't work, is what he said. He said, I couldn't have done it, my dick don't work. Alright, here's the thing, I gotta tell you, I've heard that before. Alright, and that's why it caught my ear. Alright, and it really did, it caught my attention. I've heard that before, actually. Alright, where I've heard it before is from the world's most famous pedophile, someone who Salon raises up and praises, Salon.com, they love him. His name is Todd Nickerson. Shout out to whoever's watching me right now and stuff. I'm on a break at work, and we're discussing Celeste Who Knows, one of her latest videos. Right, in which Anthony Lee Rogers, he said there's no way he could have molested Caitlyn Nicole or anyone else for that matter. Why? Because his dick don't work. And I've actually heard that before from one of the most famous pedophiles in the world, Todd Nickerson. All right, I want to throw this analogy out at y'all real quick. What if you found somebody murdered, all right, and it looked like, you know, somebody beat him over the head with a bat, all right? Pretty gruesome. What if you found that, right? What if you knew who it was? You had a pretty good idea of who it was. In fact, that person was talking about perhaps beating someone over the head with a bat, all right? What if that happened? And then later on, you accuse that person. You say, you know what? I'm pretty sure you beat that person to death with a bat. And what if they turned around to you and said, no, it wasn't me. I don't even have a car. Or I don't even have a gun to shoot that person and kill that person. Nobody, that's the thing about it. Nobody accused you of putting your dick on anybody. All right, Caitlyn Nicole herself never accused you of putting your dick in her. All right, you can still very much molest a child without your dick, all right, thereby just making it even more obvious that yes, indeed, you are guilty. Yes, indeed, you tried to fondle her down there. It's pretty well obvious now. In fact, you're making it more obvious with your bullshit, all right? And you ain't gonna get away from nothing. Your dick don't work, maybe. Your ball's about to fall off. Everybody on the internet knows this about you, Anthony Lee Rogers. You're not running away from that. It ain't no running away from it. All right, and shout out to the second person who's watching me right now. I still am not sure how to see your comments. Please leave some comments, though, man. Talk to each other. Something. Thing is, okay, Anthony Lee Rogers, his dick don't work. His ball's about to fall off. It doesn't matter. He's still a pervert. Think about this. All right, it's already understood that Anthony Lee Rogers has had sex with, you know, teenage ladies or very young ladies in his old age. Could it be? Is it possible that his dick don't work because his dick has gotten used to very young children? Is that why it doesn't work? Anthony, is that why your dick don't work? All right, so with all that out of the way, I did want to bring up this too. So like I said, I was really enjoying Celeste Who Knows and what she was doing. She's really bringing something to the table. A lot of people do. And before I go any further, I want to thank everybody out there who thanks me for what I do, for my insights and stuff like this. All right, I'm gonna continue to make Caitlyn videos, and I don't care if like hardly nobody sees it. If the administrators of these groups, if these arbitrators of truth out there who were fighting viciously for Caitlyn, if they continue to see my videos, then it's definitely all worth it. And I appreciate y'all out there, every single one of y'all. There's a good couple handfuls of y'all out there, and I appreciate y'all. But I wanted to finish up on this. Celeste kind of gets me sometimes, a little bit. There are times when I wonder, what the flip? What is Celeste even thinking about? Honestly, like for example, when she was interacting with that guy named Tony Baisley on one of her last things, she mentioned something like she wanted Tony to stop being a retard, and she was like, you know, sometimes I don't know with you, Tony. Sometimes it seems like you care, sometimes it don't. All right, and I wanted to bring that up because that concerns me about Celeste. All right, it really does. I feel like she's playing into something that really is a total and complete waste of time, to be honest. Homeboy Tony, he sent me a message earlier on my latest video. He's going by another alias. He's got all sort of aliases. He took Mr. Gunk's name and put an A at the end, and it's Mr. Gunka. Some stupid, silly stuff. All right, he sent me a message. I can't tell you, I really do not remember what the message said. All right, but he sent me a link. It took me to some video that I guess he re-uploaded. I don't know. I saw it for like half a second and just, see, here's the problem. I cannot make myself care at all. I don't care at all. Sometimes I'll click his link. Most of the time I will not, because it pains me to put in the effort to click the link. All right? It means nothing to me at all. I don't get offended. I barely read anything that he says. All right? The reason I bring that up is because, you know what, Tony, it's a waste of everybody's time. First of all, I know for 100% for certain that Big Bad Tony is a preteen boy, or maybe 12, 13 years old. I'm positive of it. All right? And the thing is, until he ever puts his face on the internet with him talking about some stuff, I won't never believe anything else. There's no reason to believe anything else. All right? He makes no difference. So the thing is, until he does that, your thoughts mean nothing. I don't care if you write whole big paragraphs, and he does. Big old long paragraphs. He puts all sort of effort into it. All right? I don't care what you do. I'm gonna spend a split second clicking on it and then clicking off of it. Right? Does not matter to me. Right? He should want to get up on the internet and show his face as though he's not a coward. But problem is, he absolutely is a coward. All right? And secondly, he may just be ugly as hell. He may be ugly as balls. He may be ugly as some wrinkly ass old 90-year-old balls. He might be. All right? There's no way to know because he's a coward. All right? And he's useless. And I don't have any emotions when it comes to him. I don't feel anger. I don't feel offended or anything. If I feel anything at all, it's pity. And that's it. All right? So he should give up. Honestly, Tony, here's what I suggest to you before I get on out of here, because the break's almost over. Here's what I would suggest. Either number one, you don't bother. All right? Just don't bother with me, because I don't care. I'm barely reading half a sentence of your stuff, and you keep sending me stuff. It's like you keep on having to pay attention to me. You keep on having to watch my 30-minute long videos in order to figure out some sort of whatever. You keep on having to put on all this effort. Why? Why would you do this? Why would you put in that much effort? All right? So either, number one, just stop doing it and stop wasting your time. Or number two, you can continue to do it and continue to waste your time. Really makes no difference to me, all right? I wonder about Celeste though sometimes, man. She's real smart. She's got a lot going. There's a lot of people on this case that got a lot going. All right. There's a lot of people who are on the heels of truth and justice, and we're gonna get there. Understand that, right? Tony or not, right? And I appreciate all y'all out there. Right? We cannot save Caitlyn, right? But we can keep her in our minds so much that we wind up saving a whole host, an untold number of other little children, to include not only girls but boys as well. All right. So shout out to everybody who's in the room. I don't know if y'all are commenting or you did what. Maybe I'll comment. Oh man, Philip. Okay, I figured it out. All right, I'm about to get up off of air, but just to let y'all know, shout out to Philip. What's up? He said yo, and I'm saying yo back. Justice through awareness for Kate. Kayla Nicole Davis says hi, and I'm saying hi back. You know, I appreciate both of y'all. Y'all keep up your good work, and I appreciate both of y'all. And I do plan to have another broadcast sometime this evening, probably 8 or 9ish. So y'all take care. Y'all be safe out there. All right. And y'all look at the children, man. You know, I'm gonna be on that tip as well. You know, they're gonna need our help. There's all sort of perversion all over the place, and we need to be vigilant. Anyways, it's November something, the 19th or 20th. I'll holler at y'all later. Thank you, and good night.